Midnight Memories, the podcast. I'm Aoife.
I'm Ali.
I'm Harry. And joining us today is...
Me.
Me.
Kira.
Who's that?
I'm so excited. I'm scared.
Who is she?
You know, just a very famous One Direction fan. Back in the day. I've grown up now, though.
Oh.
So we are back with more 1D nostalgia, and joining us this week is 1D super fan Kira Woods. Yeah!
Woo! Thank you so much. It's an honour.
Kira Woods, introduce yourself.
Oh God. My name is Kira. I used to run a One Direction fan Twitter back in the day. It was called Capturing 1D, and it literally captured my life. I spent every day in school, not in school, just riling people up on the internet. I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
It was bad. Like, I wouldn't say I was. Ali, you can be my witness here. I wasn't like.
We were professional wind-up artists.
Yeah, it was really fun. But I got in a lot of
It was
trouble
really
for it.
fun.
I got in a lot of trouble for it, especially at school.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. People used to be like, "Hey, One Direction," down the corridor at me, and I'd be like,
Oh my
"Get off my
God.
butt."
Oh my God, absolute losers. Where are they now?
Yeah.
I fully thought I was going to be a professional, though. I fully thought someone was going to like pick me up and be like, "You can be a journalist." Never wanted to be a journalist in my life.
Oh my God, no, that's me with this podcast. I'm probably like I'm going to be a TV presenter off this One Direction podcast.
You get
Aoife
it.
sent me a thing. Well, actually, no. I sent Aoife a thing on TikTok the other day where it was like, I think some girl was like imagining like her whole life, where she's being interviewed by like, you know, some late
Jimmy
late show
Fallon
presenter.
type
seen
thing.
it.
Yeah,
I seen her.
and Aoife was like, "That's fully us on the Late Late Show when they bring out Harry Styles."
Yeah, but like not the Late Late Show with James Corden, the Late Late Show
The
with
Late
Ryan
Late Show
Tuberty
with
on
Ryan
RTÉ.
Tuberty.
Yeah.
Like
Of
I
course.
imagine us on the Late Late and Ryan Tuberty's like, "And do you love Harry Styles skirts?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, yeah!" And then I'm like planning what to say already so that I don't go, "Oh my God, yeah, he's such a right, I love him." And then he's standing behind me and I'm all embarrassed. Like I'll be all, "Oh yeah, but you know, blah blah blah," and then he'll be like, "Oh wow, Harry Styles is here," and then he'll be like, "Whoa, she's not like other girls."
She's not. I always.
I
think
hope
that.
Aoife
I
cracks
always
up and
think
I
that.
look really cool.
Yeah, that's the
I
dream.
know, I'm just imagining... I'm imagining we'll be on, you know, the serious bit of the Late Late Show where we have to talk about, like, discrimination against podcasters or something like that. Discrimination against Larrys.
Oh.
But we are the discriminators.
What's it like to be bigoted?
Here, boys, what's the crack since we all last spoke?
I had a McDonald's
Nice.
Wow.
and it arrived on time. Woo.
Harry?
I'm just back from watching the episode of The Crown where, is it Edward is like a Nazi? That's what Lauren's had.
No,
it on in the
Edward's a
background.
vampire. That's
Oh,
why.
yeah, sorry, yeah. Oh, well, that's what Lauren made sure that I was there to watch that episode because I was really looking forward to it. Some great TV.
I broke my phone since we last
Oh.
recorded.
Nice.
Absolutely
yeah.
smashed it to smithereens.
Smashed it.
R.I.P. But here we are. Do you know? Yeah, F in the chat. Tweet us at Midnight Mems Pod.
Boys.
F in memory of my phone. So this week we're into talking about the music properly for the first time, because I feel like our overview episode we were like, yeah, the songs, but why did they dance like that on the tour? So this week we'll be talking about the first single, What Makes You Beautiful. But before we get into that, let's have a little interview with Kira by being a 1D fan. She's looking at me over the Zoom like,
She's
what the
sweating.
fuck?
I feel like it's a job interview or something.
so-
I'm like sitting professional.
It is. The best
Yeah.
fan gets to meet them at the end of the podcast.
No way.
Obviously,
After
Kira.
all.
Brilliant. Obviously, it's gonna be me.
So Kira, just tell us, like, what's your villain origin story in regards to becoming a One Direction fan, I guess? How did you discover the boys? Who was your
Um,
fave then and now and all that crack?
So I like kind of a lot of people. Watched them on the X Factor for the first time, but I wasn't. I didn't really like them. I just remember watching all their auditions, and I actually watched. I loved it. Like I love this story. I watched Niall's audition in my nana's house, and then like I don't know if any of you remember this. The Irish Sun put like a poster in the newspaper of Niall, and it was on the 23rd of November 2010 because I still have it. It's somewhere in my bedroom.
Nice.
It's
Oh
like
my
up
God.
No
here above me.
way!
But my nana handed it to me one day, and I was like, "Oh, thanks," but like I don't even really like him because I didn't. And she goes, "He's gonna be a big star one day. It'll be worth money." And I was like, "Okay, cool, I'll keep it." I still have it, and I'm like, "It will be worth money soon. Thanks, Nana." But
Oh my god, your nana
yeah.
should be an agent.
I know. But
Simon Cowell.
but she because I was obsessed with Westlife growing up, so I was always kind of like I always had obsessions. I have a very addictive personality. It's not a very good thing, but I do have a very addictive personality. So I wasn't really surprised when I got so obsessed with One Direction. I think
Yeah.
was I 15 in 2010? No, 14. 14. I was 14 in 2010. And then they got together as a band, and I was obsessed. Like, I think it's fair to say, looking back at like pictures of them, they weren't even that attractive. Can we say that? Is that bad?
Fucking minging.
They're not. Like, I don't know what it was about them. I just love a boy band. Me love spending all my money apparently that I didn't have.
Parents'
have-
money.
Yeah.
Literally. Oh god, don't
Money.
even. My poor parents, like they used to. I've so many stories to tell you about my dad. Like my poor dad. Do you remember the Clare Hall signing? The Clare Hall signing.
Oh
they
yeah, did you go to that?
So I heard about it while I was in TY. So it was 2012, and I texted my dad and I was like, "Dad, I have to do after school homework club," because I was like, I worked in the homework club, and I was like, "But people are going off now already and camping. What am I gonna do?" And he was like, "I'll go for you. I'll go up and I'll camp for the night," because they were opening the Tesco doors at like 7 a.m. or something to get
No
like in.
way.
So people were camping outside the Tesco doors. My dad and my brother, God love them, went up and camped for me. But when it got to like 6 a.m., so they already camped for a good majority of time. When it got to 6 a.m., the security guards started to come in for their shift or swap shifts or whatever, and they started like slowly opening the Tesco doors. My dad and my brother were at the front of the queue. They were the first people there. But when the security guards,
Oh my
this is
God.
heartbreaking, opened the gates up, like it was enough for people to get in. Everyone from the back of the queue ran up the front and like ran in under the things. And my
No.
poor brother was like trampled on. This is how crazy One Direction fans are. My poor brother was asleep on the ground and he was trampled on. And my dad got so angry that he left. But it was only when he left that he realised that the security guards had seen what had happened, and they had taken a note of where everyone was in the queue. So whoever was in the queue got guaranteed wristbands. But my dad left
Oh my
and drove back home.
No.
And the worst thing
Ciara.
is I went to that homework club the evening and was like telling all the first years, like, "I'm gonna meet One Direction tomorrow." Like, yeah, tomorrow I will be in school. I'm going to meet them. Had to come in the next day and work at the homework club, and they were like, "Did you meet One Direction?" I was like, "Fuck off." Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, but I just did. I was so upset. I spent the whole day crying at school. It was horrible. It was, oh my god, it was actually traumatic. And that's not the only thing that's happened to me in relation to One Direction. I'm just not destined to meet them, like, at all, like, ever. I know it. I know I'm not. It's just like,
For those signings, I was literally, do you know where I was when they were taking place? This is actually tragic.
where?
I was in Holmes Chapel.
Oh, I actually remember this. I
Oh
do remember
my
that.
god, no way!
Yeah.
What are the odds?
I was over in England. It was one of my cousins, like, it was either my cousin's 30th or my uncle's 60th. And it was like, they live in like a town
Yeah.
over from Harry. And I just remember it was the minute signing, everyone's pictures
Yeah.
going up from it. And I was just like, here I am sitting in a fucking function room in Harry Styles' hometown while everyone from my hometown is meeting them.
Oh no,
Tragic.
it was a traumatic experience.
I actually cried.
Yeah, I do. It was. Oh, it was bad. And it was back in the time when they were really, like, they were just really big. And I was like, well, I've liked them for 2 years. And, like, none of you are allowed to, like, I was at that stage. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just now, I'm just bad luck. I'm bad luck. I just can't meet
Girl.
them.
Do you remember any like good beef on 1D? Like any scandals you've seen on Twitter? Like, what was your favourite?
Well,
Any scraps?
yeah, I was gonna bring up the Irish Directioners. Do you remember the Facebook group that was existed on Facebook, obviously? Do you remember it?
Which one?
The one with like there was
Harry
maybe
Casey
Was I
looked
in it?
so entertained.
Yeah,
Harry's
Harry's loving it.
I love
I'm
all the
really
like.
sure you were in it, Ali. Maybe for a little while. I think
probably was.
I think I added you, and then you removed yourself because of the drama that was.
Oh
my God.
That sounds right,
bad.
yeah.
It was so basically.
Oh my God, what happened?
It was a good thing as well. Do you remember the flash mob?
Also, if you want to name people, we can probably bleep it or something.
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
bleep
need.
it
I know.
out.
I don't really need to name people. I don't think,
Or
but
will I?
it was one girl in particular set up this group called Irish Directioners. So there was like maybe 60 of us, like all together. There was like 60 people, but then a lot of people in that group were also in a different group for some boy band. Level 5, was that their name? Do you remember Level 5, Ali?
Level 5.
Really?
Never heard
That
of
was
them.
their
Rings a
name.
bell.
They were like a really small Dublin boy band, but then so basically the beef all started happening because people started comparing Level 5 to One Direction. But we did loads of really good things as well, like the Irish Directioners. Like they did a flash mob for a charity that I can't remember now, but they organised a
Do you
flash mob
remember
in
flash
Grafton's.
mobs?
Yeah,
God.
fucking hell.
And it was great. Like loads of people showed up and like they raised loads of money. And then they did when the 1D movie came out, they did a screening in the cinema beside the Tree Arena. Don't know what one it is. And all that
Yeah,
money went
the Odeon
towards
there, is it?
yeah, all the money went towards Irish Autism Action or one of those autism charities. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh.
But yeah, we used to meet up every couple of months. But like, I was only 16 going to these meetups.
I remember now, I wasn't in this group.
Were you not?
Controversially, yeah. I think I just didn't like a lot of people.
I
in it.
think so. That's what I was thinking, but I'm nearly sure
I
I
think
added
that's
you
why I
in.
wasn't in
And
it.
you were like, I'm out, bye.
And I was probably like, I probably saw who was in it and was like, no.
there was a lot of big One Direction names, fan names in that group. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people who had a lot of followers. I mean, you were one of them, but like other people who had
Other
a lot of
melters.
things to say. Yeah, but there was a lot of drama in that. Like I remember
Amazing.
they added Sean Cullen, Niall's best friend, into the group.
Oh my God, true.
And
Oh my
Greg,
God.
Greg Horan was in it at one point. And
Greg!
Greg!
Greg was in-
Yeah.
I met Greg on an airplane
Friend of the
before.
podcast.
Friend
I
of
met
Yeah.
Greg.
I met Greg on
I
a
have
flight
such internal
to
debate,
Newcastle.
like literally every week, about if we should ask Greg to come on this podcast
We love
or
you,
not.
Greg.
100%
Because I
would.
know he fucking would.
He
But it's the
100%
shame
would.
of
Yeah.
thinking he would text Niall and be like, I was on this podcast. But then if Niall knew about us, how iconic would that be if he came on?
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Could you imagine if he came on? I mean, he's doing the Den. I'm sure he'll do your podcast. Like, if he's doing the Den, if he's
That was
doing
a
the
read.
Den,
That was
my
a good bit
God.
from last year whenever all the Niall fans got so upset.
oh,
and,
it was
Dustin
the
turkey
best,
and,
the
like
funniest thing.
the human man who takes that show. It's like,
Human
Human
man.
oh, that was a great moment in time.
Yeah. I would say
Yeah.
Greg would probably, because I met him on a flight to Newcastle, and it was so funny because me and my best friend, who was also One Direction obsessed, were sitting like on the edge of the rows. And as he got on the plane, I remember looking at him, and I was a little bit drunk, but I remember looking at him, and I was like, I know that man. And then I looked at my friend Sarah, and she was like, Kira. She just grabbed me, and I was like, that's Niall Horan's dad. And like my other friends were drunker than we were because they were drinking Prosecco at 7:30 in the morning. And they started singing Slow Hands to see what he'd do. Like on the top of their voices. They were like, slow hand, like screaming it down the plane. And all of a sudden Greg
my
just
God.
looked and he just like waved. And I was like, I'm so embarrassed. I want to die. That was so
Poor
embarrassing.
guy.
But then we met him in the airport and I was like, I really love Niall. And he was like, thank you so much. He was such a gentleman. He was so nice. Probably shouldn't have
Oh,
spoke to him when I was
really?
drunk, but he was a gentleman. Such a nice man.
Oh my God.
He's probably like, this drunk
Oh.
girl needs to go and sleep for a few hours. Yeah, no, but I was sorry, I just completely went on a on a tangent.
Oh my
there.
god, don't worry. This
I
whole
just remember
podcast is
everyone
just tangents.
meeting Greg outside of the Tree Arena before Up All Night tour, and everyone was like, "Lads, Niles Brothers over here," and everyone like having a melter about it. Very funny.
Oh, it's just.
Here, so speaking of beef, Kira, I hear you have some beef with us.
I do. And I'm glad you brought it up, Aoife, because I can't wait to talk about it.
I'm honestly terrified.
I was delighted to come on this podcast, but it's been building up inside of me now, this like anger that I have every time Louis Tomlinson's name has been mentioned, and the abuse that you give him. Justice for Louis Tomlinson.
You don't hear the half of it, Kira.
Yeah,
I really hate your ass right now.
I am here to stand up for Louis Tomlinson because somebody has to do it.
Yes, well done.
Someone's got
Someone
to.
has to do it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Harry's on the wine.
Yep.
So it
It
goes.
was the mention of Louis. He had to.
Yeah.
He's like
that is
Louis
it.
Tomlinson. No, I'm out.
Take
I'm
a
drinking
shot
the
every
wine."
time we talk shit about Louis. We're all
I just
blackout
think
drunk.
that Louis
Incredible.
deserves so much more attention than he gets. I love him. I love him so much.
Why?
Give me 5 good
Why
reasons,
do I love
Kira.
him, or why do?
I
don't.
mean,
You've put me
yeah,
on the spot now.
whichever you want to answer.
You've put me on
Yeah,
the spot.
give us your passionate defense of Louis Tomlinson. Go
Yeah.
on.
I just
Come for
think
us.
that he's had a lot to put up with the fans.
This is true.
With
The Larrys.
the Larrys.
Let's not
Not the fans.
call them
the Larrys.
fans.
We'll name
Larrys.
them
Yes,
the
Larrys.
The Larrys.
that other fandom.
I can't imagine that has been easy. I just think God love him. And then the people saying that his son is fake. Imagine someone telling you your child.
That's like...
Imagine
No.
that's a fake baby. It's literally not. I'm sure it
fake
came
baby.
out.
But
of
Kira,
someone's
he
so
threw
cool.
the baby born off stage. That means that's a sign to the fans who
That
really
is a
know
sign.
him that his
Oh.
upcoming child would not be real.
and then they're like, oh, how ironic is it that it's somebody who he was just friends with. I'm like, shit happens. Like sometimes
Yeah.
things don't go to plan and a baby happens. But that's not.
Sometimes you get
We
your
have
friend
an ep-
pregnant.
Yeah.
That happens loads of times.
Kira, we've
What are
an
you gonna
episode
do?
that's not out yet, right? Where we're
Yeah.
literally like, there are just younger fans who I don't think understand who the world works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's probably it. And maybe that's what it is, that I am, we are older. I actually don't even know what age any of you are, but I'm 25. Like, I'm older and I'm like,
Yeah, we're all about the same age, except
Okay.
me, who's
Yeah.
actually only 17.
oh.
Yeah.
That's not true. I'm 24.
I was going to say
Kira was like,
17.
are you?
Are you? No, but
I
I
can
just
feel
think...
people, which makes me feel really good about myself. That people think I
I
could be
just think
17.
that Larrys are very disrespectful, and he's had to put up a lot. Some Larrys are very disrespectful. I need to like censor myself.
All Larrys
here.
are disrespectful. The concept of Larry is disrespectful.
We'll say
It's
it.
so bad. It's
Yeah.
so bad. It just really it actually hurts me to see, because I can't imagine how, and it completely ruined him and Harry's friendship. Like, I actually was watching the A Year in the Making documentary today, because I'm a journalist apparently.
Yes.
And when he was talking about like Harry being upset or whatever, and he was like, it's so hard to see your friend like that. You best believe Louis Tomlinson is not coming up here in 2021 saying how upset he was that Harry was upset, because he'd have the Larrys fucking on the next flight
Yeah.
over to him. Like, it just breaks my heart.
That's it.
And I also think he is very talented. Maybe not. He's not the strongest vocally, and I will accept that. But I think his songwriting
He
skills.
is not.
He is not. Thanks, Harry.
He is not.
But to be fair, like Ari, his songwriting skills, he did write a lot of the 1D bops,
Yeah.
like Down the Road, like a lot of the like
No
really
Control
iconic One Direction songs.
Changed my life. No Control
Hello.
changed my life.
His-
Is that a Louis song?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Louis
Didn't
wrote
he-
it.
Didn't
And
he
I
write
love it.
History as well? And that's like a pretty clever
he?
song.
Yeah, and
He's
he
got
wrote.
I think he's got a writing credit on that. That's a pretty clever song.
he
I am.
wrote
Mm.
Little
Not
Black
to be their
Dress
final
as
single.
Didn't know
well.
that.
Mm.
Love Little Black Dress.
Mm.
I
What a
fucking
great
hate
song.
that song though.
What? Why?
Yeah. I hate that song. I don't know. I just one of those ones that I always skipped.
Oh, that's fair. That's me.
Maybe
with,
I'll grow to love it.
That's me with Diana. Hate Diana. Hate Diana.
I hate Diana
I
also.
hate Diana.
It's shit.
Wow.
It's
Okay,
shit
Eva,
song.
are you-
Diana's a bop. Sorry, we'll fight
I
about
just-
this in
do you know
like
what I
3
think
years'
it
time
is?
when we get to that album. But
Do you know what I think
Yeah.
it is? I think it's because it just reminds me of Princess Diana, and I'm like, don't do that.
Rest in peace to Princess Diana.
All right,
Rest in
B
peace,
girly.
Yeah, but it's
R.I.P.
like, yeah.
Baroness Thatcher.
No!
Big
Every
energy,
week.
I don't want to
big
be
mood. Every
associated
week,
with
gotta
that.
remind
I don't
myself
want to
of
be associated with it. I will be shot. I live
Well.
on the border. I don't need that. Okay, sorry. I'm done on my rampage now.
yeah, I feel like we just like really punch and bag Louis a lot, and like to be fair, I actually think he seems like great crack, and I would actually love to go on
he
the
was
sesh with
so
him.
Yeah, I agree.
And
He
like,
was
Oh
so
yeah,
fun on
that's
a
my
night out.
hot take of the week. You're always looking for a hot take from me, and I never
Oh,
have
yeah.
one. If I had to pick one of them to go on a night out with tomorrow, I would pick Louis.
Oh, 100% I agree.
Controversial. I just think he seems like solid crack.
He'd be
Like
so
you know
fun.
you'd have a good session with him.
yeah.
I'd pick Zayn.
Whereas you could
because
get Harry in a
he's
back.
I'd pick Zayn
Oh,
because
did
he's
anybody
an
listen to
insane
Zayn's new album?
No, and
I
I
listened
was
to one song.
I was meaning
It's
to
called
do it
Nobody
today.
Is Listening, and I think
That's true.
you knew that.
It's like
No, I just said that
it's
to be
just
mean.
not good.
I
It's
said that to
true.
be mean.
It's true.
That's...
I've heard a lot of good reports on it though, so I will give it a chance. I didn't listen to his other ones. 'cause
I
still-
enjoyed that tweet where the girl was like, "I'm fingering myself now."
Oh
Like,
my god! Oh my god! I was
Rotten.
in shock, and the fact he
What a
replied to it,
freak.
like, go feed your
That's
child.
what it
Do you know,
is.
like, don't. Why are you
Like-
replying to tweets like that?
yeah,
Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
yeah. Image of him and Gigi
no, I
like
had-
scrolling through Twitter on the farm, being like, "What the fuck? She's doing what? Listening to my album."
Oh god.
Does
He's trying to
anybody
break out
else
of
have
that
a
boy
hot
band
take?
image.
Kira's hot take this week is that Louis Tomlinson is good. Harry, do you have a hot take?
No, not massively this week. Nothing presented itself to me this week. Yeah, that's all I've got. Fuck all.
Yeah, I actually forgot that we do this segment until like literally 3 minutes ago, so that's a flop on my part. I think my hot take is gonna be, I can't remember if I've already said this one, so sorry if I have, but I don't think Riverdale ever should have been taken seriously, and it was never a drama. It was always a farce, and
Agreed.
I'm gonna do a TikTok series about it when I get my phone fixed.
I feel like
Because I'm gonna be an influencer by the end of the year.
Riverdale tried to do what Glee did successfully, but didn't do it successfully.
I just feel
Yeah.
like Riverdale should have never sang.
That's what ruined it.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know if it was the singing that ruined it, you know. It's just a really
It
bad
was
acting.
every season after season one
Yeah.
that ruined it.
See, my
Season
thing
one
is, I
was
think
brilliant.
that like there's parts of season one that are like really good, but it like tries to root itself in drama, and then because of that, like people like took it as a drama, and then as
Yeah.
it gets more and more into being camp and being a farce, it doesn't work because you're expecting drama. I could do a whole Riverdale podcast, bitch. Like I make notes every
Yeah.
time I watch an episode, which is so sad. Like
Do you still
going into
watch
2021,
it?
I was like, I'm gonna watch like Prestige TV. No, I stopped watching it around like series 2 or 3, and then recently I was like, I'm gonna do a study on Riverdale. So I've like, my laptop is like One Direction, folders of One Direction, so I can do this podcast, and then
Binders of One
folders
Direction.
of essays I'm writing about Twilight and about Riverdale. Somebody needs to lock me up.
Lockdown is hitting you hard. Eva.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, guys, I think I seen something on Twitter earlier where it is the anniversary of Niall Horan's Hope
Oh,
It All Works Out
I
tweet.
seen it. I seen it.
Yes.
Saw that. Yeah.
What a tweet. You
What a
love that
tweet.
one.
One-
Adam.
one
You
for the
love to tweet
ages.
that.
One
One
for the ages.
along with
Up there with the Thatcher one.
yeah. You know that
God.
the Donald Trump tweet where he's like, the Coca-Cola company aren't happy with me. Doesn't matter. I'll keep drinking that garbage anyway. It's my favorite tweet.
Oh yeah. Also this week, Donald Trump got barred off Twitter. F.
Yup,
Said no
yup.
one. Yeah.
Cool. Everything's fine.
Now you're just gonna have to come to my Twitter for opinions on Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart's love lives, guys.
Yeah. From the man who cheated on his wife multiple times. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
I don't even think he likes his wife, to be honest. But
No.
I don't think she likes him.
no, I don't think so.
But here, do you know? There's no segue, is there?
Melania Trump, do you know what makes you beautiful?
Oh!
Ivanka and Tiffany.
Oh god.
The way they flip their hair, the way Donald's little toupee flips, it just gets me
It gets
overwhelmed.
me overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. Orange man
Daddy's
bad.
not insecure.
we're close to that.
So yeah, guys, let's get into talking about One Direction's first single, What Makes You Beautiful.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, you don't know you're beautiful. If only you saw what I can see.
Big hit.
Yes. So this anthem for insecure girls went straight to number 1 in Ireland and the UK. It charted well in America, but I don't have the stats because it was written in a paragraph and I didn't want to read the paragraph. And yeah, so currently it's 4-time platinum in the USA and 2 times platinum in the UK, 10 times platinum in Australia. Australia love One Direction. Yup.
They're mad cunts in that country, though, aren't
They're
they?
mad for it.
Mad for it.
Glee did this song, which is how you know you've made it.
That's a great episode of Glee.
Yeah. Shout out Glee.
I've not seen it. I need
It's,
to go watch that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's at a school dance. The boys all sing it to the girls. And they're all going mad.
Ah, God.
Typical high school, you know.
That's me at my school, yes.
that happened in high school as well.
Yeah. Happened in the all boys
Usual
school.
day.
So yeah, guys, what do we think of What Makes You Beautiful?
I loved it at the time. Then obviously heard it too many times.
No,
Hated
Ali.
it. Now I have a newfound love for it because of Harry Styles's. Was it Jingle Bell Ball 2019?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
wearing like
Yeah.
a jumpsuit.
He looked good that
And
day.
it is the most attractive thing I've ever witnessed in my life. And there's a bit where he forgets.
Yeah,
when
he
he's
sings
not
the
man.
yeah.
When he like glitches and he's like,
He looks back, yeah.
Yeah, there's. You can just feel the
There's so
sniper of Psycho, Simon Cowell's
Yeah.
in the back. The
That
high
look in
caliber
his
rifle,
eye.
and he's gonna get shot.
His cover of it is incredible. It's
Stunning.
what I want.
Oh,
I
it
think
to
it really
sound like.
breathes new life into the song.
I hate that cover. It's so embarrassing.
Oh!
do you?
No.
Yeah, like why does he change the melody to try and make it? It's just like just don't
Oh,
do
because
that.
it's so
It wasn't his
attractive.
No, but then
style.
he's like rolling his eyes like why are they singing the wrong version? The crowd. I don't
But
know.
could you imagine, Harry, if he got up on stage and he was like, nah, 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 nah.
Well, yeah, I'm
like,
not saying he has to.
everyone
do
would
that.
be
I think
like,
that's
get off!
find it
We don't
annoying.
want you here.
The other 4 aren't here, Harry. What are you doing?
I don't know, and that jumpsuit
Imagine.
exposes his terrible butterfly tattoo. That I'm like, bro,
Aw.
that's not.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I love that tattoo. I that tattooed on me.
I just remember
gonna
whenever
get
they were
it.
all getting tattooed because of Ed Sheeran and just
Yeah.
just being like, what are they
Oh my
doing?
God, yeah.
So
Why
many
are they allowed to
random
do this?
tattoos.
Remember when
themselves?
Harry and Ed were friends? That was a whole
know.
thing.
Wild.
Yeah. Remember when Ed's girlfriend cheated on him with Niall Horan?
Oh my
What?
god, Ellie Goulding.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
No.
Golding.
Yeah.
Do you know
What?
the song? Do you know
What?
the song "Don't" by Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
about Niall
about-
Horan?
That's about Niall. Niall is the boy in the song,
Yeah.
and Ellie is the
Mulligan.
girl.
No, that's not
But they
true.
were still friends.
Player.
Because Niall
Is that
didn't know either.
confirmed?
Niall didn't know that Ellie and Ed were a thing because it was a secret.
He says he didn't know. He definitely
He
did.
definitely
Classic
did.
Westmead man for you.
Was Ellie Goulding lying in this triangle?
I know.
Who?
Was Ellie Goulding the one who was like playing them both off each other?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Cool.
And apparently she cheated on him while they were all at
Spicy.
the same event. Well, that's in the song. So I don't know how true that is. Maybe it's just there for dramatic effect.
Oh
But
my god.
Yeah.
apparently.
Ellie, Niall, and Ed walked so that Olivia, Joshua, and Sabrina could run in the driver's license narrative.
Oh my god, that's
Incredible.
so true. Except, I mean, I think I'd prefer Niall Horan than Joshua, whoever he is.
See, he's in the hospital. I put him there.
Fucking hell.
I made this joke and people really aren't taking it well. I said this on my like secret Twitter.
You're gonna
and
edit in a
everybody was
laugh
like,
track
"Aoife, what
there.
the fuck?" And like, yeah.
Ha ha ha. Edit that in there.
Take our laughs from elsewhere and just
Yeah.
put them together.
But yeah, my bad jokes are what makes me beautiful, I guess. I remember the first time I heard this song, they were doing some kind of like countdown to the release, and I was
It was
away
on BBC Radio 1.
Yeah,
Scott Mills.
Scott
Scott
Mills.
Mills did it because he was
Mills.
like really big pals with One Direction at this time, and he
Yeah.
does some like good One Direction interviews to be fair. But I was away on my holidays, and I think the song came out in like the middle of August, but they were doing like a snippet of it, and we were on our holidays, which I've now said like 50 times, and I was like dying to hear this wee snippet, and I remember using the computers at the hotel, but it was like, do you know when you had to put in like 50 cents to use the
Yeah.
computer and all in them days, and then trying to listen to the song, and I think there actually was another wee girl in the computer room doing the same thing as me. And then it was like 3 seconds of the song. It was literally just the like bit that sounds like Grease, and I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
This is what I existed for today. This.
I
No,
would say,
sorry.
as a massive Grease fan, I remember being like hurt. Like I felt robbed. I was like, I sat
Betrayed.
here and waited for you to start Summer Nights for me. Like, I was actually, I felt like I was robbed of something, like that they took something away from me. I mean, I still loved it, but I felt like I was like, I could just
Yeah.
start singing.
This is just-
I don't need What Makes You Beautiful. I could listen to Summer Nights if I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though this
I
is
remember
a
my mum making that comment too. She, like, straight away, first time she heard it, was like, this is just Grease.
I know, yeah. Everyone said that, and I feel like that kind of took away from the song then, because people were like,
Yeah.
oh, they've copied Grease, and I'm like, well, technically, yes.
I
but
feel
not.
like that's probably
really.
intentional though, because I think a lot of One
Yeah.
Direction songs sound like other songs, and it's I don't
Yeah.
know if it's like a familiarity thing that then you'll like it more, or if it's a marketing thing where they're like, oh, then the papers were right about how this song is a rip off, and that's just free promo.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
I
you know,
think
they
it
did
was a
update
good
it slightly
first
by
song.
making it more sexist, so that was real positive.
More sexist than
More
Grease.
sexist than Summer Nights, yeah. So that was obviously a good writing decision. But yeah, I think that
I know,
is
I
the thing
hate
though.
telling
Wherever
people
you like,
Grease is my favourite.
Oh my god,
You
no,
got-
Grease is wild crack.
like you reference other songs in your pop songs, to, like get a sort of textual familiarity with it.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is Summer Nights, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever done the thing where they line them up and, like, play one song over the other songs, like, instrumental? Has that been done?
Not for
Like,
these two,
just-
actually.
I'd say it's on YouTube. Someone
Yeah.
should.
True,
Yeah,
yeah.
someone's definitely
To
done
try
this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look it up.
If we find it, we'll put it on the TikTok, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Midnight Mems Pod. Wee music video for this one of the boys prancing about the beach in LA.
Is LA?
Pre-Invisalign, Niall is starring.
What?
Niall before he had Invisalign in the video.
So this week, guys, we're being mean to Niall.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I think
Louis
the
and Harry
same- the
walk
video
beside
was-
each other, which is obviously a Larry proof.
What's the Larry proof?
Louis and Harry appear in the same frame.
They're in the same band, sing the same song.
From the same planet.
My God. But yeah, the video. I saw the behind the scenes the video where the wee director man. He had the right idea there to do that for their first video. But then didn't the girl who Harry sings to, didn't she get death threats
Per
off the back of this?
Madison.
Yeah, I did
Madison.
not.
St.
I did not
Madison
realize that.
got the
Crazy.
full wrath of these Waynes. Yeah, imagine like One Direction fans hating on a girl Harry was going with. Imagine, ha ha.
So,
But they're still doing it now, because even with the Lights Up video that Harry, like, they're still, like, all the girls that are
Yeah.
in the Lights Up video get abuse every day. And, like, that's been going on since
Sure, there's some people are
2012.
writing
So
about Big
weird.
Olivia and all, like.
do you know
I know.
what? I'd be quite happy to get abuse every day if it meant that I was like in that video.
One of the girls
Yeah.
who was in it did a TikTok. You know that trend that's going around? It's like, introduce yourself, why girls hate you. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah,
And then she's like,
I
hi,
have seen it.
whatever her name is, I was in the Lights Up music video. And I'm like, oh my god, imagine getting abused for being,
Yeah.
for doing your job. For doing your job, basically.
Yeah,
Like,
Per Madison
just-
was the OG of that. So
Where is she
there's-
now?
What is she
Let's
doing
get
now?
Madison on.
She loved to
So
know what
I
she's doing
actually
with her
looked her
life.
up because I'm a great investigative journalist. And
Bob
so
Woodward.
Madison was an actor. I don't think she is anymore. She had like appearances such as European Girl in Austin and Alley or something like really. She didn't like, you know,
Nice.
she didn't really have too many starring roles other than this video. I think she's like a nurse or something now. She has a dog and a
Oh.
boyfriend.
for
I was
her.
looking on her
Good for
Instagram.
her.
So
She didn't-
she's
she
living the
didn't let
life.
those
And do you know
haters-
what? She shifted Harry Styles, and that is more than a lot of people can say. So don't hate her
I'll put
because
that
you
on my
ain't
CV.
her.
Living the best life.
Honestly. But yeah, and then do you know I actually thought we'd have far more to say about this song.
I've got a bit. I've got a bit.
Oh,
I've
please.
got the. Yeah, I'll fill it out. I've got an interview with one of the songwriters who let me see. Oh, his name is hard to pronounce. Savan.
Savan?
Savan.
Savan.
Savan Kotecha,
Yeah,
is it?
sorry,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Savan Kotecha.
Coachella.
Yeah, so he also wrote such hits as Britney Spears's "If You CK Amy." That one, do you remember that? Yeah,
Yeah.
very subtle
song.
play on words there. And then he also wrote up "No You Hang Up" by Shane Ward.
What?
Yeah.
No, we
shame.
didn't.
Yeah, I've got
That
it.
is
in
the
this
He
second
article.
writes all the big X Factor
Yeah, he
songs.
must be
Yeah, he's like a
contacted.
big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Anyway, I've
iconic
got a-
back in the day.
He wrote
Read-
"What's Happening, Boys." Let's
Oh
not
my
forget
god, what a
that
Did
iconic
he?
piece of music.
What a
Yeah, that's
song.
him in the video with them playing the guitar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember him being in X Factor videos. Was he like a vocal coach or something?
I
on
think
X
so.
Factor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was the
Yeah.
vocal coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems kind of cool. I just remember, isn't he the guy who wakes Zayn up in the This Is Us film? Is that
Yeah.
him as well?
Yeah, and he wakes him up.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Zayn, man, you have to come record right now.
Oh,
I know
that
it's like
bit.
3 a.m.
No wonder
Yeah,
Zayn
that's
left.
Zayn's just so angry. Yeah, so
Like,
I've got
"Oh, fuck
I've got a
this."
great interview with him here. So the interviewer asks, one of your biggest hits to date is One Direction's "What Makes You Beautiful." How did the song come about? And he says, I had the melody of the chorus in my what? I had the melody of the chorus in my song for a. That's what it says. I had the melody of the chorus in my song. Anyway, I had the melody of the chorus in
In
my
my
head
soul,
for about
maybe?
a year until I was in a hotel room in London with my wife and she was having a bad morning. She was like, "Oh, I feel so ugly." And I was like, "No, you look beautiful. You don't know how beautiful you look." And then I was like, "Oh crap, that's a good song. Hold on." And I wrote that down. I actually wrote the song for my wife. But I thought that was quite funny
Oh my
that he was
God.
just
I'm
Wow.
like,
not gonna lie.
yeah.
That song doesn't make me feel any more beautiful.
Yeah, I'd say it would
as
make
a-
you
Yeah.
feel worse.
As a 16-year-old, I remember listening to it being like, okay. Like, it didn't change my
And-
life. Yeah. Like,
No.
I know I'm insecure and I know what for. Thank you, Liam.
Thanks very much.
Moving on. I'm gonna knock my headphones off.
It's always Liam.
Well-
It's always Liam.
On that note, he goes on to say, it says later, I've written a few songs for my wife, but that one became the biggest, and I'm kind of proud of that. That's a couple of Valentine's Days and Christmas presents already. When I forget one day, I'll just be like, hey, remember What Makes You Beautiful?
Oh my god.
If my
I just like the
husband,
idea that he's just holding this over her. What?
if my
Is he-
husband was
cop
like,
out.
"Here, I
Yeah.
wrote this song for you, but a boy band's gonna sing it," and I'd be like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna
flowers.
sing it.
"Where's the flowers?"
I'd be like, I'm leaving you for one of them then. Good luck. See ya.
What's Harry Styles up to at the minute? 'Cause-
See ya. He's
'Cause I'm
17.
free on Friday.
So do you think that
Oh
he
God,
wrote
yeah, they were
You
so
Hang Up,
young.
No You Hang Up for Shane Ward for his wife?
First one.
Yeah, no, he did write that, and he says he thought it would be bigger than it was.
Should have been. Should have been.
It was a
Great
banger.
song.
Yeah.
Is that the
Just
one
say
that's
word
like,
Vietnam.
or no? What's the one he has where it's like, I want to leave a toothbrush at your place. I want to thank your mother just for giving you birth and
What?
all. I love that
For
one.
giving-
What?
Oh, but that guy is also responsible for the music in that Netflix Eurovision film, according to his Wikipedia.
no
No
way.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, ding dong. What a
Yeah,
banger.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard great things.
It's great.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
and he also writes a lot with fucking Ariana Grande.
No way.
Wow,
Oh.
that
Good for
man
him.
is sitting on
Yeah,
cash.
right
Here,
enough.
yeah.
He's got Alexandria Burke.
I'd retract
Does
what you're
anyone-
saying about
I'm
leaving
Robert.
him. He's definitely minted.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Is he single? Is the wife still with him?
Jesus, if
'Cause
he's
I
that
am
rich, he's
broke.
going nowhere.
Wikipedia inconclusive. Wikipedia inconclusive. We're gonna have to DM the man on Twitter relentlessly for 10 years.
Girls, I think I'm gonna rape him.
But yeah, it's a pretty fucked up lyrics. Pretty fucked up.
Yeah, very.
But it's
You're hidden
still
beauty. You're not like
Accepted
other
in,
girls.
2012 though, weren't they?
If the boys
Yeah.
at your school don't fancy you, One Direction do, which I guess was like the whole idea of One Direction, and
That's
like
the whole
the
concept.
weird ways they tried to empower women through their music, but also like having a real obsession with like writing songs about
Yeah.
taking a girl's virginity. And
It's like,
which we'll talk about
do you
next
know
week
when
in Gotta
the-
Be You, which is arguably the worst song ever. Not just by One
Worst
Direction,
song
just
in the whole
ever.
world.
I hate
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um,
Really not a fan.
No.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, this song
It's creepy.
Gotta Be You is, yeah.
It's just
in
annoying
next
as
week.
well.
Yeah, tune in next week.
But yeah, like it's a good crack song, and like you've good fun
It
listening
still makes
to it.
me
And I
so
think it was like a
happy.
fun debut. Yeah,
Makes
a
me
really
Yeah.
so
fun
happy.
debut from
Yeah.
them.
The way it
Yeah.
builds into the second bit of the chorus, so that like drum roll, that's definitely played by like a machine.
A
I
robot.
still
Yeah, it sounds like-
request it in nightclubs.
It sounds like rocks falling down a hill. Yeah. You know that bit where it's like and you go to the second of the chorus. It's a good bit. I like that.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, Kira. The only place I ever hear it now is like, well, now I say 2 years ago when
but-
there was no COVID.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is like in the local like rural nightclub,
that's
Yeah.
the only
and no
nightclub I
one's
have,
dancing
Ali.
to it because it's gay to like boy band.
Oh, I don't have. I walk up to the DJ booth and I'm like, "Hi, can you play?" And he's like, "What makes you beautiful by One Direction?" "Yes, I will put it on." I'm like, "Thank you." He already knows what I'm gonna say, and then it comes on and
Yeah.
everyone looks at
In
me. It's
Newbridge,
like,
they play a remix.
"Oh, I think I'd
It's
like
like,
that."
yeah, I'm that bitch.
Can
Yeah,
we
but
play
everyone
the Big
stares
Pano
at me, they're
remix,
like-
please.
Oh my god.
Big Pano. Oh god.
I'll
There is a
walk
moment.
out
Guys,
of
I
the club.
watched Liam's thing.
Oh
The live
yeah,
one.
Liam did his live stream. We were doing a wee tweet along
Guys.
to it and all.
It was good.
Damn.
I
It was
do like Liam. I like
actually
Liam as a person.
Pretty good. Yeah, he's like dull as fuck, but he's sound.
Yeah.
I was stripped
He was
that
a
down.
spicy
It's my
flower.
favorite song.
I do like that
Oh,
song, to
God.
be fair.
Do you?
Kind of.
Really?
I can't
Maybe
say
it's
I've
just when I'm
actually
drunk.
heard. Well, no, in the live thing, I did hear his other songs, but I only really listened to his One Direction songs on that live.
Yeah.
And the rest of it, I was kind of like, la da da da.
I just think he made a bold
Tune it
choice
out.
to go down that route, that genre of music. Like bedroom
Yeah,
floor.
doesn't suit him.
No thanks. Don't want to see the
Yeah.
state of my
No,
bedroom
thank
floor,
you.
Liam. It's just
Yeah.
like, I think he is such a
music
good.
is
Coming to my
very
mind.
like, yeah, like his personality just seems very like wholesome and lovely, and then his
Yeah.
music gives
Yeah.
very like, haha, no, don't kill yourself, you're so sexy, you know.
It's a doesn't add up.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Like, if his music reflected his personality more, we'd all still kind of be following him, I would
Yeah,
reckon.
definitely.
Yeah.
But I
he
just
has
don't
such a
care about his
lovely
music.
voice.
It's very misogynistic or something.
Yeah.
I'm just not here for it.
But he does have a lovely voice, and I
Doesn't
think he
appeal
could
to
have
the
done
girls.
so much better. Like, even if he went toward like Zayn's kind of vibe, I probably would have listened to him a bit more. But
Yeah.
it's just not
Yeah.
my type
I'll be
of
interested
music.
to see what his next album and era kind of is like, to see if he can pull it back
Yeah.
a bit. But I don't know.
Do you think he'll call his
He-
next album LP2? Because that's like too good a gag to give up, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
And it's
like
like
he kind of needs
a
to stick
long
with it.
fire, but it's also Liam Payne. It's really good.
It'll be LT10
Thanks for
before we know it.
mansplaining that to us there,
I
Harry.
only realized that like last week. I only realized that
Oh,
one last
really?
week. Yeah, I was like, I thought it was just like he's being like, this is my first LP, and then it was actually I was like, oh, it's Liam Payne. That's
Oh,
really good,
his
Liam.
initials.
It's his initials as well. Outsmarted by Liam
Maybe
Payne.
he is funny.
Yeah.
I think
Liam had a
he
personality
he
all
fully
along.
gets it. Like, I think he fully understands like what he's doing. Like, especially with TikTok, like getting involved with like other TikTokers
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. He's so smart in what he does. And even like his fiance, are they engaged? Maya Henry. She's
Oh, yeah.
so smart on
That was
TikTok
her.
She
too.
seems cool.
So
Yeah.
smart though. She knows exactly what she's doing.
I think Liam's very clever. Liam's very ambitious, I feel. I always think like he's like the most determined, most ambitious in the band. And I think
Definitely.
that's probably where the scraps happened. Because
Mm.
the rest of them maybe didn't take it as seriously as Liam did.
Yeah.
Louis. Yeah.
Which is really sad because he's probably like, I don't know, maybe the least successful solo wise.
I would say so, yeah. Definitely.
A
would.
little
Yeah.
bit heartbreaking.
Mm.
Yeah. But I do enjoy him on TikTok sometimes.
I think he's very funny. He does make
Kind
me
of
laugh.
funny.
He does make me laugh.
He's
I actually
grown on
prefer
me.
his missus. Maya's gas.
Yeah,
I love
she's-
her.
She is gorgeous as well. Oh my god. She's so pretty.
Yeah.
How old was she when they started going out?
I was
Just probably like
I
12.
wanted to ask that question.
Did you know she was a fan?
Yeah, she like met them and all, because her
Yeah.
family had like a Keeping Up with the Kardashians of their own or something. Like, she's pure rich.
Oh
Yeah.
really? Oh, I didn't know
Whoa.
that.
She's living the dream, guys. She is YN
Yeah, she was-
in all the fanfics.
She was like, she was like spotted at a One Direction concert, and people were like, "This you?" And she was like, "How'd you find that?" That's embarrassing.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if it is. Not really.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
That's
She's only
crazy.
19.
I saw a thing about her where she had Pitbull at her her birthday party.
Or like 16th
What a-
birthday.
what a party.
Yeah. That's what their TV
Yeah.
show was about. Yeah.
What a dream come true.
What a party.
305.
I love
That's
Pitbull
it.
to sing at
Oh
my birthday.
God, I love
Darling.
Pitbull.
Pitbull, if you are listening, I am turning 25 in March. Get in touch with the podcast. We are Midnight Memories Pod or something at gmail.com. You are personally invited.
Yeah. You're welcome
I'm
to
at
come on
the
any episode you
hotel,
want.
Motel.
Holiday!
Yeah.
This is now Pitbull.
Yeah.
I hope that exists. I hope that exists somewhere.
Pitbull stands.
Any other comments on what makes you beautiful, boys? That's a no.
That is a no.
Think
It's a
about
hard
it.
no.
I
on
think it
that.
was a good
Can't
first
Yeah.
single.
Anything.
Like, I think they were very smart in
Yeah.
what they did.
Yeah.
Like, it was a very good, like, it was top of the charts, poppy, like, typical boy band song. So they were very smart in the way.
I think
Yeah.
the only other competitor for first single could have been One Thing. The rest of the album couldn't have been
One
the first
Thing.
single.
What a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know why I always think One Thing was on their second album? Because it's like such a good One Direction song, or just like, I don't know, it's
Yeah.
just such a
It's such a good
fun
song.
single from
It
them.
Yeah.
feels OG though, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think, obviously, management were very smart with how they released songs. They wanted to keep that momentum going, I think. And,
Imagine
even the
somebody
story
saying
that I
something
told
good
her-
about the management. Jesus.
Imagine Na 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 was the first single.
Oh my god. That was like a
What a
B-side on the What Makes You Beautiful single. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I have a one.
Yeah.
I have the What Makes You Beautiful single. I just remembered that.
Same,
Oh,
yeah.
you bought the CD single? Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know where the
Same.
cover is, but I have like the single.
I'm the same. I have no idea where the cover is because I had a poster on the back side of the cover and I had the poster on my wall and I don't know what I did with the poster.
Yeah. Yeah. Hate that.
R.I.P. Probably worth money now to have that.
Yeah,
This is
actually, it definitely would
it.
be.
If I ever.
Do you know
am
what's
strapped
so
for
sad?
cash.
Actually, I forgot to say this on last week's podcast. When I ordered the Up All Night album, there was like a special edition one that you could order, and it came signed, right? And when mine arrived, it wasn't signed.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah, at
That's
the time,
crazy.
because you could get, it's like, it has like a booklet. It was kind of like almost like a white book, and the CD was in it.
Yeah, they did like yearbook
And-
editions of a lot of the albums, wasn't it?
Yeah, and mine was meant to be signed, and it wasn't. I was so angry.
Ali,
That's
were you
great.
not in one of the albums? Was one of your tweets?
Yeah,
in...
my face is in one of the albums.
Yeah, or I
Flex.
was thinking that.
Yeah.
No, I just, that
We'll
just came
get to
back
that on
me.
a later episode.
Yeah, that just came back to me.
Ridiculous.
You really
That
were
is a
famous.
spoiler.
Oops,
Yeah.
sorry. That was my fault. I just came to my head. I was like, she was
Unfortunately.
definitely in it.
Yeah. Oh my god, no. Yeah, I was in, is it 4 or Midnight Memories? It's one of them. I can't remember. I think it's 4. I always tell people it's Midnight Memories, but it's not. It's another one. I mixed it up for so long, and people were like, "You're not in that." I'm like, "No, I am." And then I realized I had the wrong album.
But folks, I think that's everything this week. What Makes You Beautiful? We give it a thumbs up. Fun song, good time.
I give it an 8 out of 10,
Yeah,
I'd give it a 10.
purely for nostalgia's sake. A big 10.
Yeah, I would give it a 10.
What's it gonna get out of 40, guys? Aoife, Harry,
7.5.
generous.
I would go 7.5 as well. I think, yeah.
Oh, spicy.
So
What's
what's
that?
that? A 10, an 8, 7.5 and 7.5.
25.
I'm not gonna math.
15.
33.
15 and 10 is 25, plus 8 is
Quick
33 out of 40.
Oh, I'm so good.
Oh, that's a good enough score there.
So-
that's
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's
score.
alright.
Gotta be you won't be getting that.
Jesus,
so
gotta be
we
you.
have a
You'll be
leader.
getting a minus 40 out of
Are
40.
we,
so.
Yeah.
are we rating it compared to like music as a whole, or in like the canon of One Direction songs? That's
Maybe
kind of
we-
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's a good
that's-
point.
that's-
In the canon of One Direction.
in the canon of
songs,
One
I
Direction
feel.
songs. Well, it's not my
Mm.
favorite, but it is probably a top tier pick.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Top 10
like we
One Direction
say,
songs.
probably would be a top 10
Probably.
One Direction song because it's so
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it would
'Cause
have
it
to
was
Like,
go
I
the
in.
think-
start.
You couldn't not. For
Yeah.
nostalgia's sake, even though they probably have 10 better songs. I imagine they would.
They definitely have 10 better songs. But
My
I would
One
still
Direction
put
top
it in
10
there.
songs is just happily 10 times.
I'd accept that. That's fine.
But yeah, so that's it about What Makes You Beautiful. And next week we'll be talking about Gotta Be You with another very special guest. Give us a follow at Midnight Mems Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you want to get in touch, drop us an email at midnightmemories. Oh, what's the email? If you want to get in touch, give us an email at midnightmemoriespod@gmail.com. I think.
I'll double check.
If you want to help me in my New Year's resolution of becoming an influencer, my Twitter is at AoifeBrown7. That's AoifeBrown7. And I'm at AoifeBrown3 on Instagram. And I'll be back Instagramming when my phone gets fixed on Monday.
Nice.
Woo.
Are you getting it fixed?
I'm
in one
at
of those-
Fizzy Alley.
Sorry,
Oh,
Aoife,
sorry,
are
Harry.
you getting your phone fixed at one of those like dodgy?
Yeah,
like,
the screen's
the
probably going to
dodgy
be like
phones
Oh,
from
high,
you?
yeah.
like very raised and like a
I
bit
love
grey,
those.
but
Yeah,
oh, I need a phone back.
yeah.
I'll go, will I?
Aye, go on.
I'm at Fizzy Alley on Twitter and at Ali full stop jam on Instagram. Go follow me.
I've been having a really good week on Twitter. I got 2 tweets with 11 likes this week. Feeling pretty good about myself. It's feeling
Okay,
good.
flex.
Yeah, fucking doing
Yeah, what a
numbers over
flex.
here. So follow me at squid_marquee.
My Twitter is no longer a One Direction fan account because I had to grow up and be an adult. So my Twitter is Kira K Woods and my Instagram is just Kira Woods. Very boring and professional, unfortunately.
It's amazing.
Kira, thank you so much for coming on with us. It's
Thank you for having me.
And you're welcome back anytime you want.
It's been beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks for fighting us about Louis.
Thank you, Kira.
No, I will always fight you about Louis. I'll just like come in every
Thank
time
you
I
for
hear
grounding
something.
us.
Stream Walls by Louis
Got our caller
Tomlinson.
on the line.